So I have a great example of willing against an impulse that will take me away from my muscle building, strength building, aging stronger, quality of life goal. And that is, I was driving from my house. I'd already done cardio this morning. I had my breakfast, which was really good. It was potatoes and steak, lean steak. And for some reason, I felt hungry just about an hour later. And so I was driving to work and I was like, oh my gosh, Info Central has those peanut butter and crackers. I'm just going to go down there. I'll get one. I'll split the cracker up. I'll just lick the peanut butter out, maybe eat 3 to 6 crackers. That was my impulse because I had the feeling of hunger. Hunger, okay? And I'm not going to get into that or why or whether I should have had hunger. But, of course, then I became aware. I'm like, okay, I have this impulse. And in the past, this has hijacked my system, if you will. But now that I'm aware of what's going on, I'm struggling. I'm like, no, you can't do that. You have to make sure that you are willing the actions and the protocol and sticking to your nutrition and making the right choices. And then I would find myself justifying again. And so I kept going back and forth between the impulse, the bodily appetite, the desire to get that cracker and that peanut butter, and my long-term goal of aging strong, my immediate goal or mediary goal of my physique transformation and muscle building, producing a certain optimal, maybe not optimal, but close to optimal body composition, body recomp. And so it was a real struggle. I mean, this was actually work. And there is no shame in that. This does not mean that I'm a bad person or I'm a weak person or I'm not capable. No. What this shows is that I am very capable. I am trying to reestablish self-talk, perhaps neural pathways, physiological things going on. I'm trying to recalibrate and reorient my total system of being in dealing with these things more effectively. And that is something to be validated. That is something to be proud of, not ashamed of. When you have a goal like muscle building, physique transformation, aging strong for quality of life, but there are these habits, these impulses, these desires, these appetites that want to pull you away, or you feel like they're pulling you away from that, but you go into your metacognitive state to become aware. And as I do, apply my concepts of facticity. It was a given. I didn't get to decide that I was still feeling hungry. But then the question became, from my existentialist framework, what am I going to do about it? What am I going to do with that hunger? I mean, I could overthink it and think about why am I hungry, the protocol. No, it was metacognitive thinking to deal with the situation in a mindful, intentional way. And so what I did was I did get metacognitive, but it was a battle where the impulse would start to override. And yes, I am celebrating that victory. And that's what we need to do, guys. We need to get metacognitive to apply and to change, not overthink, right? And then to celebrate and validate those moments where we triumph in the will. So I'm about to get out of my car. I'm about to go to work. And you best believe I am not getting peanut butter and crackers. I will wait for meal 2. What are you going to will today? What gap are you going to prevent from emerging? What little battle, what little victory are you going to have with respect to any goal that you have? Maybe like mine, muscle building, aging strong, quality of life.